Yo 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 yo.
Angela Yee's out. Charlamagne, what's popping?
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yeah, Angela Yee's out in Bahamas.
Angela Yee's in the Bahamas. She went to the Buju Banton concert, right?
Yeah, when Stella got her groove back on, her girls went out there.
I heard that was
going to check out Buju.
I heard that was the longest concert ever because, you know, Lil Duval performed on that show.
Yeah, they said he opened up. They said Kodak Black performed as well.
So it was 4 acts, but they said the show ended at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Duval said he went on at 8:30. Then Kodak went on at 2 in the morning. No, Buju went on at 2, and then Kodak went on at 4 in the morning.
Really?
The show didn't end until like 5:30 in the morning.
Goodness gracious.
They said people from the Bahamas didn't even start getting there till midnight.
Well, that's the Caribbean for you. That's the West Indies. They usually start a lot later.
Yeah, but that's you're taking advantage of your whole stereotype of Caribbeans by being that late.
Goodness gracious.
All right, my God.
Well, shout to the troops in Bakran. I was in Bakran for the troops Friday. So it's like a big weekend for them. It's a F1 weekend where they have the F1 races, and it's just dope. You know, all the troops came out. They usually don't get too many artists or too many, you know, I would say anybody from the United States there. So they all party. They got to be out by 12 o'clock. So at 11:55, you start seeing all the troops. They got to head back to barracks. They got to head back to their cribs because they have to be back in their housing by 1 o'clock. So, but it was a good time. So shout out to all the troops. They listen every morning. So
on the Armed Forces Network, Breakfast Club is syndicated on the Armed Forces Network. That's 150 countries. So
correct.
The Armed Forces Network.
So good morning to you guys. And after that, I did my seminar out in Miami. Shout out to everybody that was in Miami. You know, I do the real estate seminar where I try to teach our community about real estate. It wasn't as big as a lot of the other venues. We still had over 600 people there, close to 700, but the power went out in Miami. So it was just but people didn't leave, man. They didn't leave. We talked about real estate in the dark, and people stayed the whole time. So shout out to everybody that came out to our seminar in Miami. And then on my way back, I got the sad news.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sitting here thinking this morning. I'm like, you know what? We're talking about it, and like not talking about it is not going to make it.
Not at all.
Not be true.
Not at all.
I don't even believe we're saying this on a Monday morning.
Yeah, we got to say
April 1st.
Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
That don't even sound right.
It don't sound right.
It didn't sound right yesterday when I heard it. It definitely don't sound right this morning.
Yeah,
not Nipsey.
Rest in peace, Nipsey. A real good brother. He died at the age of 33.
I know a lot of people like to say things like that when people pass away, like, oh, he was a good brother. Nah, Nipsey was a really, really solid individual. Not even just as a rapper, but as a man, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we used to share books with each other together. Like, he's a very solid brother. It's always about, you know, healing with him and, you know, just becoming a better individual every day and helping himself to help his community. Like, not Nipsey, man. Y'all not supposed to take Nipsey out, bro.
Yeah, and like I said, he's a good dude. I know him for a long time. I know him when before he was the Nipsey Hussle that everybody knew, and people weren't necessarily sure if he could rap. And, you know, he was toying with Def Jam at the time when he was going to sign to Def Jam, and then he was signed to Def Jam, and then Jermaine Dupri and us kind of got him out that situation so he could keep his masters. And he's a very smart businessman. You know, it's just very, very, very sad they took Nipsey away.
Not Nipsey, man. And please stop with all these dumbass conspiracy theories about they killed him over some Dr. CB documentary.
Yeah.
No, that is not the situation. That is not the case whatsoever. This is another classic example of street nonsense.
Yeah, people
That's all this
just
is.
Go with anything. So, you know, we had the pleasure of interviewing Nipsey last year.
We interviewed Nipsey a few times.
But the last one was last year.
Last one was last year after Victory Lap came out.
Victory Lap came out.
So Victory Lap came out.
We're going to get that on this morning, man.
That was a very good interview.
It was a very good interview.
People ask me what was some of my favorite interviews last year. That was always at the top of my list. And, you know, Victory Lap was my favorite rap album of last year. So that was a great conversation.
Right. All right. Well,
I can't even believe we sitting here saying rest in peace Nipsey Hussle on a Monday morning to senseless gun violence.
All right. Front page news. We'll give you more details. We'll tell you all we know about it. And we got more. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now let's get in some front page news. Now, if you watch college basketball, the NCAA Final Four is here. Michigan State versus Texas Tech and Virginia versus Auburn. Now, Duke. Everybody thought Duke might have go take it all away, but no, they lost to Michigan State 68-67.
Yeah, I thought Michigan State was going to beat Duke. Only reason I thought Michigan State was going to beat Duke is because Duke has had some very, very close games in the tournament thus far. So they look ready, but just not that quite ready. You know, and I do think Michigan State is going to win the whole thing. I figured like whoever won between Michigan State and Duke was going to win the whole thing. So I think Michigan State's going to win the whole thing.
Now, some sad news. We got to say rest in peace. If you just joined us, we're saying rest in peace again to Nipsey Hussle. He died at the age of 33. He was at his store. He has a store called Marathon in L.A., and somebody came up to him and shot. 3 people were shot. One died, and it was Nipsey Hussle. 3 were rushed to the hospital. They just say the suspect is a black male in his 20s. They said he fled on foot, and there was a driver waiting for him. They believe the driver was a female.
Oh, yeah. The streets already know exactly who it was, how it went down. So, that young man, he might as well just go turn himself into the police unless he just wants to die on the street, because it's going to happen.
Now, the last thing Nipsey Hussle tweeted was, having strong enemies is a blessing.
I don't know, man. This is one of them that's very, very hard to process. Because Nipsey Hussle was a very solid individual who was putting out nothing but positive energy. I mean, when I say nothing but positive energy, nothing but positive energy. He was investing into his community. He was investing into himself as a human being. He loved his girl. He loved his family. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, and
like y'all ain't supposed to take Nipsey out.
And all you individuals that were posting the videos of Nipsey while he was laying on the floor and blood was coming from, like, there's no reason to tape that type of stuff.
You're only doing that for yourself.
There's no reason to tape that type of stuff.
But not only tape it, there's no reason to repost it. You're only reposting that for your likes and for your retweets and for your comments. And you know what else I hate?
What's that?
All you people out there that be saying things like, pray for such and such when bad things happen. I hope y'all actually pray before y'all post that. I hope y'all don't post that and then don't put the prayer behind it, because prayer really does change things. So if you just posting the pray and not actually praying, it's pointless. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
Definitely rest in peace and condolences to his family.
This is one of those ones I just don't understand. I mean, I understand it because the streets is just ignorant as hell, but I don't know.
Damn. All right. Well, we're going to get on to Nipsey Hussle next hour. When he was here last year, he was talking about his album Victory Lap.
How many times we interviewed Nipsey over during the Breakfast Club?
I can remember
2 or 3.
About 3 times. I'll say about 3.
First time was early, like 2012.
Right.
Maybe 2011, 2012.
Then there was that, no, he called you when you said something a little left, he called you and checked you.
Why are you bringing that up?
I'm just remembering.
I think we do bring that up in the interview.
Yeah,
though.
I think that was up here or?
No, that was on Twitter.
That was on Twitter.
That was on Twitter.
Yeah,
that's
so
my guy, though.
We're going to get that back on. All right, so don't move. Get it off your chest is next. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. Maybe you had a horrible weekend, or maybe you just want to spread some positivity. Hit us up right now. The number again is 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Maisha. How are y'all?
Maisha, good morning.
How are you?
I'm well. Uncle Charlotte, I love you.
I love you more, Maisha.
I love all y'all, though. DJ Envy, we're going to see you in Atlanta, too, at your real estate class.
Okay. I can't wait to see you.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
He's in the Bahamas.
Oh. Okay.
What's up, though, Mama?
I got to get some stuff off my chest.
What's up?
So, me and my sister got a letter from Social Security office to get another year saying that there was an overpayment for our Social Security benefits when we were minors and that we needed to pay it back. So we go up there, we fill out a waiver to get the money waived because obviously we were kids, so we shouldn't have to pay that back. And apparently I found out this week that Social Security office never even entered in any of my paperwork, never even started the process. And then I found out Saturday night that it was taken out of my taxes. So
damn.
I'm a little pissed that I just lost $1,600.
So you thought that money was coming, you was ready to spend it, and then gone.
I mean, that's crazy. And then the crazy part is my guardians also went and got 2 credit cards in my name when I was 18. So they just...
So your credit's messed up.
They just out here. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mama.
Was 16 years ago.
I'm sorry.
I might as well talk that up as a loss.
Well, I'm sorry, Mama. I can't. That's all I can say. Have a good morning, though.
I'm older now. I can fix my credit now, but it just seems like, damn, it's one thing after another.
Well, thank you for calling, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, bro?
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, sir?
Okay, I'm on the radio or what?
Yes, you are, man. Get it off your chest.
Well, I mean, I was telling Angela about the guys wearing 2 foot of hair, and you know they got to struggle with that, and heat, this, that, and other. But more importantly than that is what are these people that are molesting children and having sex with these leaders. And these rings they found out about. When is any of these people? When is our government going to take any of these people to trial?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Who are you talking about? You talking about the Catholic priest?
Well, I mean, you had their Pizzagate, this one and that one. I mean, and these people are like untouchable, you know?
Who are you talking about?
Oh man, Hillary was involved with it. Everybody involved with it.
I can't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not this morning. I can't.
Jesus Christ.
I can't. Brandon, what's up, Brandon?
Hey, what's going on, Envy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Good.
What's up, my brother?
Get it off your chest, bro.
Man, it's been a rough one, man. I woke up this morning seeing the Nipsey song, man. I've met Nipsey a few times in L.A., man. I've been to Marathon a few times. It was just a rough situation waking up to that right there, man.
Yeah, that one hurt, bro.
Very
that one
sad,
hurt. That one hit different.
Yeah, man, it was, man. Like, he's a good dude for sure. He did a lot for that community down there, man. It's crazy.
Yep, that was not the one they were supposed to take away from him, my brother.
Definitely not.
Man, definitely not, man. Y'all have a good one, though.
You too, man. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Jamie, good morning.
Hey, Envy. How are you guys doing this morning?
Good. Get it off your chest.
I am a wife of a blended family. I had a daughter with a man prior. Now I've remarried someone else. My daughter's 23 years old. I've talked to you guys about her before, and she's serving right now overseas, and I know she's going to hear this on the radio or her podcast. I am so sick of her going back telling her birth father what goes on in the house with me and her stepdad. Her stepdad has been with her since she was 4 years old. When she graduated high school, the first thing she told us, I'm grown. What is that supposed to mean? But we're still helping her out. I'm so sick of it.
Why you keep telling her what's going on? If she's overseas, she should know what's going on unless you tell her.
No. She just left to go overseas.
Oh.
She was in our house.
Oh.
You know, and I just want her to, her boyfriend told us she totally changed when she comes around her parents. I know she's spoiled. Each one of us have to take ownership to that. But the BS that she shoots out, I'm so sick of it.
Well, life is
Alex,
short, Mama.
If you're listening, yes, it is. And I'm her mother. I'm not her friend. She talks to me like I'm a piece of crap.
No, I agree.
And I'm just sick of it.
We should have that conversation with her. I mean, life is short. And she went overseas in the military. You never know what's promised for tomorrow. So you should call her up, talk about it, and work it out.
Yeah, and you got to remember, you her mother, so you know better than she does. So you can't be all in your feelings the way that she is.
Yeah, you guys have a point. Thanks, guys. You have a great morning. I'm sorry about your loss.
All right. Thank you, Mama. Trav.
What's going on, Envy?
What's up, Trav?
What's going on, Yee?
Hey.
You in the Bahamas, bro.
Yeah, you in the Bahamas. How you don't know you in the Bahamas?
Oh, yeah, TBC is in the Bahamas. My bad. I definitely should know that. What's going on, Shar?
What's up, sis? How you?
I'm doing good. Listen, man, I definitely first want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. And, you know what's so crazy? I was actually going to call today anyway, like even before I saw the news about Nipsey, because I don't know if you guys saw on the very first day of warm weather that Philadelphia had, the news was talking about everything that happened.
What happened?
What happened out there?
Oh my goodness, man! They had six different people got shot. Like 2 different people got murdered. There was a huge fight on South Street. Like 2 people got stabbed. There was like a whole night of violence on Saturday, and it was talking about it on the news, man. It was just basically, man. Listen, man. If you live, and one thing that bothers me, especially if you live in a violent city, man. Yeah, I mean, I've seen somebody die before, like in person. Like you should not be sharing stuff like that on social media, man. Like, I don't know what's wrong with people that they sit there and they would see a dead, like somebody dying in the street, and they pull their camera out and record it, and then people share it on social media, like
because people do things for self-serving purposes. They want their likes, they want their retweets, they want to get their comments lit. It don't got nothing to do with sharing the actual information they sharing. Like if anything, you should be trying to help that man, not recording him.
You're absolutely right. So, Envy, I want to tell you, man, like, because like Nipsey's whole energy was building the community up, putting wealth into the community. And Envy, I see you doing this all the time, like with your real estate and building up the black community. I understand what people say about you, saying you out of touch because you're rich and all that, but nah, man, F that. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting that energy out there, Envy, man.
All right. Well, thank you. I guess thank you.
You got it, man.
All right,
have a good one, bro.
All righty now. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up at any time. Now, when we come back, we got to talk Beyonce, the NAACP Awards. Did you see it? You didn't watch it.
You damn right I watched the NAACP Awards. That's one of the only award shows I actually enjoy watching.
Okay. I was on a flight back from Bahrain and Istanbul, so I didn't get to see it. But we'll talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Now, over the weekend was the NAACP Image Awards. Did you see them?
I sure did. Watch them on Saturday in no HD. Why TV One ain't HD? TV One, what's up, man? Seriously, is it just my TV? TV One don't seem like it's in HD.
I don't know. I didn't see
and they
it.
got good programming on TV One. I watch Good Times. I watch Uncensored. I watch, Sanford and Son when they on TV One. Why y'all ain't in HD?
I don't know. Well, anyway, let's get to the awards. So what was, tell us about the awards a little bit. Some of the dope awards. Who won some of the dope awards? Do you know?
Beyonce won Entertainer of the Year, which I knew was going to happen because you're not going to have Beyonce in the building.
Okay.
And not have Beyonce come on that damn stage.
Well, let's hear Beyonce's speech.
Regina King, I love you so much. You've taught us patience, persistence, and how to be masterful in your craft. Chadwick Boseman is teaching children to dream and to see themselves as kings. LeBron James has taught us that strength of all forms in leading by example and providing education for our kids. Ryan Coogler tells our stories in a way that celebrates our history and proves that we do have power at the box office. And I'm honored to be included among all of you and to be a part of a vital, thriving, beautiful community.
You know why that was dope? Because she used her moment to lift up other people. The other people she named were the people that were against her in that category. And I just thought that was dope because there really are no losers in that category. But when you Beyonce, right, what statue can they give you that's really some type of validation? Like, you're Beyonce already.
Right.
You're already certified.
You validated
she used her moment to lift up other people. I thought that was dope. Drop on the clues bombs for Beyonce, damn it. But I am a Pinkett Smith Winfrey Knows Carter, so I'm biased.
Now, also, Jay-Z won the President Award. Can we hear that?
Abraham Lincoln had a quote, "It's not the amount of years in your life, it's the amount of life in your years that count in the end." And that quote, it embodies my beautiful grandmother, who I would like to dedicate this award to. Her name is Hattie White, her and my mother, Gloria Carter. I grew up believing I could do anything, that I can accomplish anything because of those strong women in my house. I'd like to dedicate this award to a beautiful woman in my life. It's Beyonce, just because of the white suit.
I'm still confused about that award. What president? President of the NAACP?
I don't know. President
Donald Trump? Barack Obama? Like, who? What president? Like, I don't understand what president gave Hov that award. Like, I'm still confused about that one.
I don't know.
And he started it off kind of saluting the president. He was making a joke about Donald Trump, but then he said something about Donald Glover. So I'm like, what president?
He was confused.
I'm still confused.
Okay.
What president?
I don't know. I didn't see it. All right. Now, also, I heard that they told everybody that was presenting, don't do any jokes about Jussie Smollett. Well, Chris Rock didn't listen.
They said no Jussie Smollett jokes. Yeah, I know. What a waste of light skin, you know? You know what I could do with that light skin? That curly hair, my career would be out of here. What the hell was he thinking? From now on, I ain't never gonna know you're Jesse from now on. You don't even get the you no more. That you was respect. You ain't getting no respect from me.
I think that was part of Chris's joke, though, him saying they told him not to make no jokes. I don't think the NAACP Image Awards cares that much about Jussie Smollett to say not to make no Jussie jokes. Because Jussie not exempt from these jokes. That's the kind of comedy I like. Comedy that comes from a real place, goddammit.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Now, also, Kanye West announced that he will be doing Coachella. I know at first they said that he wasn't doing Coachella.
Kanye wasn't at no NAACP Awards?
No, well, we finished with that. That was into
you got a segue? You got to do? You got to let me know.
This is not what I do. Yeah, he's not here.
I didn't see Kanye no goddamn NAACP Awards.
Now let's talk Kanye West. He announced that he will be performing at Coachella.
We'd like to make an announcement that we just booked another show. We will be doing Sunday service, sunrise at Coachella.
Kanye wants to be Kirk Franklin so bad. Drop on the clues bombs for Kanye Franklin.
Nah, that's dope. I love what he's doing. If you don't know, Sunday services every Sunday morning. He comes out there with a choir and they play hip-hop songs that they make religious and making the gospel.
The best way to make people forget that you was embracing white supremacy and the MAGA hat is to take it back to the black church.
Absolutely.
Take it right back to God.
Absolutely.
Right?
So he's going to be performing at Coachella.
Something.
What?
If you ever see Kanye performing at Coachella doing Sunday service with a MAGA hat on, you got a bomb on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bring some tomatoes just in case he tries to do something sporty like that.
My goodness.
Okay?
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. We'll give you all the details on Nipsey Hussle. Also, the Final Four. All right? Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now let's get in some front page news. Now the Final Four, if you watch NCAA basketball. Final Four is left to Michigan State versus Texas Tech and Virginia versus Auburn. Now, people were kind of surprised that Duke lost to Michigan State. They lost 68-67.
I kind of saw that coming. Michigan State is a great team. I actually feel like the winner of the Duke-Michigan State game is going to win the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So I would put my money on Michigan State to win the Final Four at this point.
Right. And we got to say, and this is so horrible to say, man, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He passed away at the age of 33. He was shot in L.A. He was in front of his Marathon store. They said, and I guess the assailant came up to him and fired a bunch of shots. 3 people were hit, and he died. All 3 were rushed to the hospital. He was the only one that passed away. So we just want to say rest in peace and send our condolences to his family. There was a picture, if you've seen it, he was just taking a picture with a young girl right beforehand. So it's just very, very sad, man. Rest in peace. He was a great brother.
A great brother is an understatement. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey was all about building. He was all about, being the best version of himself. He was all about investing back into his community. You know what I mean? Like, he was all about just being healthy on all levels, mentally, right, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Like, Nipsey was a really, really good dude, man. And I really wish y'all would stop saying he got killed because of a Dr. Sebi documentary that he was working on, okay? Mm-hmm. I really wish you all would stop saying that nonsense, and his family and friends wish you would stop saying that, okay? Nipsey didn't get killed because of a Dr. Sebi documentary. Nipsey got killed because of a dumbass individual. Nipsey got killed for the same reasons tens of thousands of brothers get killed every day, and that reason is absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
BS street nonsense. And best believe the streets already know who did it. So, young man, you can either turn yourself in or get killed in the street. Either way, it's not going to end good for you.
And the last tweet he put out, which was, I believe, an hour beforehand having strong enemies is a blessing, and that was the last tweet he put out before the incident. So,
and I want to ask
y'all,
I want to ask y'all a question too. Mm-hmm. Everybody that goes around spreading these conspiracy theories, if the government will go out of its way, you think the government will go out of its way to kill Nipsey Hussle for making a documentary on Dr. Sebi? Couldn't that same government wipe away all information on Dr. Sebi off the internet? Couldn't that same government take out Dr. Sebi's family? Like, come on, man, stop with the nonsense.
Hey, look, I don't understand it.
Nipsey got killed over some BS street nonsense. He got killed for nothing.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely, positively nothing by a sucker ass individual.
But that's that's the crazy thing. A lot of these killings that are happening are people that look like each other. They're all black. They're all from the same area, same hood, same everything. Why kill our own? For what?
Exactly. You don't. First of all, you don't just,
for what?
You don't just walk up on Nipsey like that in that area in front of his store. That just doesn't happen. Okay, that's how you know it was somebody from around that way.
Didn't rob him.
Like, stop.
Like, it's for what? Took that man's life for what? That man has 2 kids, girlfriend, fiance. Over what? Family. Over what? Feeds the hood, supplies and protects and continues to push people to rebuild and to build, to buy real estate, into entrepreneurship and all that. Why?
The hood far too often cuts his nose off despite his face. Like, you taking out people who could be lifelines for the community. You know what I'm saying? You wonder why people make it and then they stay away from the hood. You got a brother who made it, and immediately took his money and put it right back into his community. It's a lot of things Nipsey had planned for that area that people may not even realize. I'm talking about from low-income housing to, teaching people how to do tech, all kind of stuff, man. And y'all just took him out for what? For what?
All right. Well, when we come back, we're going to replay our interview with Nipsey Hussle. He stopped through last year. We got a chance to talk to him about everything. His album Victory Lap came out.
Yeah, right after Victory Lap dropped.
So we're going to talk to him. We're going to play that. So don't move. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Checking out the world's most dangerous morning show.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, again, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
I can't even believe we're really saying that on a Monday morning, man. It's a lot of things, you don't expect to say. That definitely is one of them.
Right. Now, he was shot and murdered over the weekend, and he stopped by here last February.
Yes. Victory Lap came out last year, February. Victory Lap was my favorite rap album of 2018. I think he came here on like the 20th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, February 21st.
One of them. Mm-hmm.
We aired it on the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're going to get that back on. We talk about so much in that interview. So
that was a great interview, man. It was like an hour long. And we covered a lot of ground in that interview,
Well, let's get into it now.
What up?
Nip, what's up, my brother?
What's the deal, bro?
Now, I don't know nothing about LA politics, but are you allowed to wear that much red?
I can do what I want, man. This my brand, so
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like how red look with gold, you know what I mean?
Do people trip like that with the colors you wear, or?
It depends. Like, again, everybody know who I am as far as where I belong. So, you know, I be seeing like internet comments sometime when I be flamed up, but in LA, you know what I mean? We grew up, if you was a real one, you can wear what you want. That don't really apply, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Is it still heavy like that, though?
I mean, it's like if I'm in somebody else's hood with a gang of red on, and I'm not a known face, and I'm in a Crip hood, yeah, I probably get addressed.
Gotcha.
But I don't think I had that problem. They be like, that's Nip, you know what I'm saying?
Well, congratulations on the album. I got
finally, man. Finally. Victory lap. Yeah, victory lap in stores. Go grab that, stream that, all that.
You don't even seem fair. Victory lap, man.
I had to. It took too long, right?
You had a lot to prove on that album.
Yeah, I did.
Let's talk about it now. The album is dope, first and foremost.
Thank you.
I love the album.
Thank you.
I hear a lot that you don't like weirdo rappers.
Well, I think you talking about the line when I was like, this ain't this weirdo rap you is used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, I felt pressure a little bit from where the game is at, and there ain't no diss to nobody specific, just like it ain't in the direction of what we grew up on in terms of like, you gotta say something, you know what I mean? You gotta be a man of respect or a woman of respect, you know what I mean? Even from like just the drug stuff, like, you know, that was never glorified in rap culture. We could almost like live by Scarface or Jay-Z or Tupac lyrics. If we ain't had no principles, like a man around, we could live by their lyrics and come out as a solid individual. So that's what I meant, just as far as like, you know, just returning to that direction. I don't know, like, telling people what to do, but just, you know, try to represent the principles that I grew up on in rap music.
That's one thing I like about your music. It always has socially redeeming value to it. And on dedication, you know, Kendrick said that his man L said, do a song with Nip. He a better Crip, but Kendrick said he a man first.
Yeah.
You know, you hear what he speaks about from black businesses, the false imprisonments, and he said, listen close, is bigger than deuces and four. So is that a challenge for you to get people to see you for more than a stereotypical West Coast gangster rapper?
I mean, people receive me based on what I said. So I wouldn't blame people for that. I came in and said, this is where I'm from and this is what I represent. But it was for a reason. I wanted to establish, you know, what I belong to, and I looked at it like jail. That's what I used to tell my homies, because even some of my homeboys would be like, bro, you can't come out talking about the hood specifically. You know what I mean? When you walk into a dorm, the first thing you establish is where you from. And then from there, you get into the person behind this, just in case whoever got a problem with this, wherever your enemies is, you go to the back, you handle your business, and then you get into like, okay, I could actually with you, you know what I mean? We get to know each other, but you get that out the way first. And so, also I wanted my message to impact gang culture. You know what I'm saying? I wanted what I had to say to impact individuals like myself, young people that was in these areas that was controlled by gangbanging. I didn't want to preach to the choir, but I wanted to be able to say, you know, I'm one of you, and where I'm gonna go, wherever I end up, you're gonna know that you can end up there too. Whether it's at the top of the game or in a successful situation as a business owner, I came from this, and it's authentic, and I'm not on the outside of this culture. That's why I came in like I came in. I wasn't trying to like be on no super tough guy. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to be clear that, you know, wherever I take it, I'm not different. I'm exactly the same. I've been through everything you've been through or you're gonna go through as somebody in that culture.
What is a better Crip? What does that mean?
I don't know, because I ain't said, but what I would assume Kendrick meant was that somebody that is not 100% biased or outside of communicating with a blood or somebody from the other side of the tracks. Maybe that's what he meant. That's what I took it as, you know? But we had to ask Kendrick his take on what he meant by that.
You talk about West Coast infrastructure. It was a period when you needed a Dr. Dre cosign to get out of the West. Why do you think that changed?
Dre, man, he built, I call it an island. If you look at music, it's like 3 or 4 islands in rap music. You know what I mean? And a lot of things that you might not know, well, y'all know, but that the people might not know are connected to these islands. They connected. You got the like Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre Island, which you got to list all the artists. Tupac came under that. Dre, Snoop, Game,
Kendrick.
Well, yeah, Kendrick is a part of the Top Dog thing as well, but it connects, you know what I'm saying? And so then you got like the Lior Def Jam, Island, and that, not Island Records, I'm just saying Island.
Island.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and Rough Riders, Murder Inc., Rockefeller.
DMX,
you know, Kanye, and all the artists that came after Ye fall under that. And then you got whatever happened on Sony, you know what I mean? And so it was one of them 3 options for an artist, and unless you wanted to go what I call just taking the stairs and figuring out how to get into one of those situations as your own thing. Top Dog did it, you know what I'm saying? Top Dog created his own thing. And so that was my goal, to build an island myself. You know what I mean? I saw what, even like Jay, they got Rock Nation. That's an island.
Right, absolutely.
That's its own thing. Even though it came from them being an artist connected to another situation, they have turned that into its own operation.
What kind of conversations did you and Diddy have? Because you and Diddy formed a relationship, I assume through Lauren London and Cassie. And...
Yeah. Bug threw me the alley-oop, you know.
Oh, he hooked you up with Lauren?
No, I'm saying Lauren introduced me to Puff.
Oh, got you.
I mean, I knew Puff, but it was more of a personal relationship after, you know, we was at Cassie's birthday. Something like that, you know.
What made you want to get an old nigga like Diddy and put him on young?
That's crazy. Nah, Diddy chose young. I tried to get him on rap because I was referencing the Hate Me Now video and what his presence on that record with Nas brought to it. I'm like, look, this the record, this rap. I want you to get on this, put the mink on, get in the video, we gonna make a movie. And he was like, he told me the whole story behind that. He like, bro, I busted a $40 million check a week before I did that movie. So that video.
Wow.
So he like, that's the energy you saw in that video.
Wow.
Like I went and spent all this dough on a chain and we got tigers. He like, 'cause I got the biggest check of my life. Yeah. So he like, we probably ain't gonna be able to recreate that energy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when I played the rest of the songs for him, he heard Young and he chose that record.
Really?
Yeah, so, you know, he just went in the booth and then start,
Take that.
Yeah, start gassing. You know? But even still, like, rap, he gave me some real production advice on that record. When I played it for him, it was different than what y'all heard.
He said it wasn't loud enough. Right?
Yeah, and he was like, listen, bro, he pulled up Natural Born Killers by Ice Cube and Dr. Dre. He's like, this what you going for. This what y'all trying to do on this record. Maximize it, make it sound like this. And we went back in the studio, and I played it for my producers, and then we turned it up and added a synth lead all the way through so it sound more like West Coast violent, you know what I mean? And I felt what he said after the fact. I was a little upset, like, what you mean? This banging. But after I reapproached it, it was room to make the record better.
All right, well, that was part 1 of our interview with Nipsey Hussle. Again, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. If you're just joining us, we're re-airing when Nipsey Hussle stopped through. When we come back, we'll get into part 2 of our interview. Keep it locked. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. If you just joined us, we're going to re-air our interview with Nipsey Hussle. This is part 2. Charlamagne?
You sampled Hard Knock Life on the album.
Yeah.
Did you have to clear? Who did you have to clear that with?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about that record?
I thought you played the keys over just enough where you ain't had to clear it.
Nah,
that's the Hustle Hard motivation record.
Yeah, Hustle and Motivate.
Hustle and Motivate,
Yeah, so when Jay-Z got Annie to clear the record, I guess when he paid him, he said, y'all gotta let every other rap artist after me use this.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. So that was his deal with whoever the producers and writers.
That's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah, so we benefited off his negotiation in 1998.
Wow.
We just had to get Jay-Z to clear it. Because when he cleared it with the owners of the copyright, he made it to where any hip-hop artist after him could use the record.
Jay did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
So every hip-hop artist got to clear it with Jay first.
Well, they just need the Jay-Z clearance. The Annie clearance is good as long as they're a hip-hop artist.
Jay's always showed you love, though. Didn't he buy like 1,000 copies of your Crenshaw album? What album was $1,000?
He bought 100 copies of Crenshaw. That was $100.
$100, okay.
Yeah.
And now you didn't even know him back then, eh?
Nah, I mean, you know, I met Jay in L.A. years ago at a concert. I was just backstage, and I ran up to him. I ain't run up to him. I'm just like, what's up, I'm Nip. You know what I mean? I'm from L.A., bro, from Rolling 60s. He actually bought a lowrider. The story is, I ain't never asked him, but he bought a lowrider from one of my homeboys, Money Mike. That's in the Maya video. Best of Me.
The baby blue one, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean? He bought that from one of my homeboys, one of my G homies from L.A. That was the old school hustler.
That was really his, huh?
Yeah, that was his. He bought that.
I'm tired of that being so real.
Yeah. Yeah, that's confirmed. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I just was like, yeah, I'm Nip. I'm from Rolling 60s. He like, nah, I know. And, you know, this was years before the Crenshaw thing. He like, you know, y'all, you doing your thing. Keep going. So that was the only combo we ever had until the Crenshaw thing. But, yeah, Jay been 100, man. So, you know what I mean? A lot of love.
Now, Blue Laces 2, one of my favorite records on the album. You make a Spook Who Sat by the Door reference.
You know about that, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I read that book, but I don't think you a spook who sat by the door. I think your intentions are pretty clear.
Well, now I would say so, but even to the point we made earlier, that's one of the reasons I was so vocal about where I was coming from and what I represented, because I knew who I wanted to mobilize. You know what I mean? And if anybody that ain't seen that movie or read the book, it's about a gang member from Chicago who presented himself in a way he never caught no cases. He had a clean cut look, and he infiltrated the CIA.
Yep.
And he became educated and basically he used their agenda, which was to have a token in the CIA for political reasons. You know, we gonna speak blunt. He used it against him. And I think that in terms of hip hop, you think of the message that they embrace, I feel parallel with, like, you know what I mean, the power structure. I don't mean the culture of hip hop, but the power structure of music. They got prescribed personas they expect from us. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the way he used their intention against him was one of my underlying strategies. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put the medicine in the candy. 100%. And what's interesting about that book, all his people used to call him Uncle Tom and a coon,
you know what I'm saying?
Sellout.
Yeah.
But he was there working for them the whole time.
Yeah, and he I don't want to go blow nothing up like he did in the movie, you know what I mean? But just in terms of being able to mobilize his homies to a higher cause, you know?
There's a lot of little jewels that you saying, and that's what I like. Like I said, the medicine really is in the candy, because even when you drop a ball like about Dr. Sebi, like just that one thing, they killed Dr. Sebi, will make somebody go research who Dr. Sebi is.
100%.
Dr. Sebi. I thought it was Sebi.
That's
Sebi.
Sebi, my bad, I said it wrong.
You said Sebi too.
I'm an LA nigga, man. My lingo a little different.
Have you met Dr. Sebi?
I never met him. I met his wife, and I take his products for sure.
Why you think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Messing up the medical industry.
You short-stopping their grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short-stopping the grind. And they check is billions. You got that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So you playing with some pharmaceutical money, you know. And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York.
Right.
Because he put in the newspaper he cured AIDS.
Yeah. Did he
beat the case. And he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record.
Yep.
And nobody talk about it.
We're still talking to Nipsey Hussle. He's in the building right now. Now, what happened with Reebok? And were you signed to Reebok? Did Reebok do the release that you were there?
Nah, I did an endorsement with Puma recently. I don't want to go too deep into that because
I had to check your footwear when you said it. I was like, yeah, we got him on.
Come on, man.
Okay,
I ain't faking. Nah, but I don't want to go too far into details with the other thing because it's something that we gonna pursue. But you know, it wasn't authorized. It wasn't authorized, and they put all money in on the shoe. They put Rich Rollin on the shoe. I don't even. That's some gang. You don't put Rich Rollin on no shoe. You know, you gotta pay thousands of people. It's doing life in jail that, you know what I mean, fall under that structure. So you gotta be careful with that. You know, I'm not even taking a check for nothing to say Rich Rollin. I would have told him, I'd have told the designers, no, bro, stay clear of that. You can't copyright. That's like putting Crip on a shoe or something. Who you gonna pay?
And that causes problems for you. It's like, oh, you got paid off.
You know what I'm saying? And I, even outside of that, because if I was right, I would stand on being right. That's not right. I'm not the beneficiary of that. You can't just pay me and think that. And by the way, they didn't pay me, but you can't just pay me and think that we paid Nip and he speak for the bro. They got 100 years. You know what I'm saying? What I look like taking a check? I can't do that.
Now, grinding all my life, you tell a story where somebody got stomped out, and you say 50 and Mayweather bounced with y'all in Vegas. What was that?
That was a long time ago, man. At a club me and YG was performing at in Vegas called Strip Hop, and you know, a melee broke out, and you know, it ain't going their favor. The niggas that started it, and just so happened 50 and Mayweather was in the club. You know, they had all the cars and they was really just coming to show love, and you know, it made the news. It was a big old thing, but tried to rob us. You know what I mean? Like somebody was waiting outside of my section. It was all girls coming into the section to take pictures, and you know, you be in the section, your chain hang, you be standing on the couch. And, you know, somebody was like, where you from? I'm thinking you're a fan. I'm like, huh? You at my concert? You don't know where I'm from? I'm from LA, bro. He's like, no, where you from? And I frowned. I guess my homeboy seen me frowning, dope fiending. And then just a big old melee broke out. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, that's what that was about. It's on YouTube. The news footage is on YouTube.
Right.
But why 50 and Mayweather had to bounce with y'all? Like, they needed to get out the club? Or?
Well, that was probably taken out of context.
Oh,
they left the same time.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Time to get out when
Yeah. Floyd was there with 20, 30 security, and 50 was there with 50, 30 people. So
yeah. That was good money. I wasn't saying like they needed our help. It's just like, a little fact. They was in the building, and, they got footage of Floyd on the internet arguing with the police in the front of the club. I be trying to revolve around real that took place. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to go back to the Dr. Sebi thing real quick. What makes you want to do a documentary? Okay,
get it
Sebi.
right, man.
What makes you want to do a documentary about Dr. Sebi?
I think the story is important. I think it's a powerful narrative.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think imagine this, anybody in this room, if I could say, hey, somebody cured AIDS, y'all be like, yeah, right. And then I could show you an example of him going to trial and proving in a court to a jury that he cured AIDS. Y'all would be interested in that.
Absolutely.
And y'all would look into the way he did it, right? So I feel like more so than like championing his products or explaining his methodology, put some light on that case.
Imagine being able to cure cancer or being able to cure any type of herpes, just all kinds of
And that's what he
things.
do, by the way.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
He used to send all types of vitamins up to the station.
You had herpes?
No. I said vitamins to the station. Did you hear me? I said vitamins
Not anymore,
to
he
the
doesn't.
station.
Damn, Envy, this guy's crazy.
All right, that was part 2 of our interview with Nipsey Hussle. We're re-airing our interview he stopped through last year. And let's get on a Nipsey Hussle mini mix. Let's play a couple of his joints, all right? So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. That was a Nipsey Hussle mini mix if you just joined us. Again, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He was killed over the weekend, and we're replaying our interview that we did with him a year ago, all right? So let's get back into that. Now, Nipsey, you were talking about Cardi and her wearing different colors. That she wasn't a real...
Nah, that's not what I said. And you know what I mean? Just
Because she's a woman.
Yeah, I like Cardi B.
Right.
Cardi B did a verse for me.
You started it off saying, I like Cardi.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, anybody don't like Cardi, they a hater. I used to watch her IG clips and be laughing like, this girl crazy, but her personality is golden. You know what I mean? But wrong is wrong, right is right, bro. That's what I grew up on. That love me, bro, gonna tell me, bro, you was wrong.
Right.
All right, don't tell me that in public. Wait till we get back to the hood. I might set off a melee, and we gonna fight with me. But when we get back to the hood, bro, that was bull. Don't do that. You gonna get us in a wreck. Wrong is wrong, right is right.
Cause that terminology she used is like real.
And look, just for the record, that's how Bloods talk. Bloods say crab. Bloods say flu. Crips say slob. Crips say dead. Like, if I was with all my homeboys, I'd be like, bro, give me a dead bull. That's how we talk. But I'll be intentionally respectful on the record because we talking about a public environment, which is the music industry. You feel what I'm saying? We saw what happened with Death Row. So we gonna set trip in public. Y'all gonna get caught on camera squabbling. You gonna violate while you worth 300 million, Suge Knight. You gonna go to the pen. Pac, you gonna die. Right or wrong, that happened. That was gangbanging. That was set tripping publicly. So we would be bad leaders to recreate that.
What about somebody like Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I don't want to talk about other people for real. You know what I'm saying? I feel my own way about it, but God bless everybody, man. Get your money. You feel me? What I said about Cardi, Big asked me, and so I spoke on it, but I don't want to hate on Cardi B. Get your money, Cardi. I respect what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? She done a verse for me. I see the Migos, I shake their hand. You know what I'm saying? I respect her come up. She came from the gutter. About saying disrespectful things on IG, I'ma always be like, that ain't the move. That's not what you supposed to do. Now, do I tell you what to do? Nah. You get it how you live. If you like it, I love it. I just know me and mine, we gonna move this way because I'ma always stand on what I do. So that if I walk into a room full of Bloods, and I ain't gonna be like, oh, they go to slobs, I'm not finna talk like that. Cause that's called being a cell soldier on some jail shit. You know what I'm saying?
What's a cell soldier?
A nigga that's in the cell popping it because you can't get touched. You hiding behind the cell.
Where?
You know what I'm saying? Pop the gates. Talk like that. If you ain't gonna talk like that, then keep it one way. I've been in a tank with 100 Bloods before. I'm from 6-0 Crip. I ain't finna call the slobs to kill me. But I ain't finna, this is where I'm from, homie. You feel what I'm saying? And so, same the other way around. I've been in a dorm with 100 Crips and 2 or 3 Bloods. And niggas ain't using that terminology. They not. That's just against the laws of nature. This is self-preservation gonna prevent you from talking like that. That's what I was speaking on. Mm-hmm. But for the record, and just for the New York bangers, I respect real everywhere, in every city and state. You can't take that from nobody. Gang culture came from out of L.A. That don't mean it ain't real in New York that pushing a line as Bloods and Crips. But we got to be honest. We got to speak honestly. We can't be political about the dead and doing life for. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's my stance on it. But like I said, everybody get money, man. I respect Cardi. You know what I mean? She linked up with Wacko, one of my I respect. He a Paru. And you know, I ain't mad at her. Do your thing. I just, my personal opinion, it's in your interest not to be public dissing gangs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to put your security at risk, because it ain't gonna be you shooting or getting shot at. You're gonna be pushed into the car.
You know, we were talking about checking in. And how do you feel about checking in? Because, I mean, it's a big thing, especially in L.A., you know what I mean? Because it's so open. And, you could drive in a block in L.A., one block, it'd be a sunny, clean block. Next block, you in the middle of the hood.
100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Checking in it suggests friendly extortion when you say checking in. A relationship is different because we all need relationships. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure when you travel, you from New York, but you got relationships all over the country. Charlamagne, you got relationships all over. Angela, I'm sure you do too. And a relationship, I don't believe in fake relationships. So it just establish genuine relationships everywhere you go. You'll be in a better position. And you do that off being respectful and being, you reciprocated. Somebody come to your city, bro, you need something. Whether it's a car, some weed, you know what I mean? You want to go somewhere to eat, what you need. You out of town, I got you. Not just some protection, you feel me? So I wouldn't say the check-in, I don't know nothing about that, but just, I got relationships in New York that it's respect. When I pull up, you know what I mean, to make sure I got whatever I need. Same in LA. I can get you from the airport, bro. You can take my car. You can come to my store. You meet my homeboys. You can get numbers if you any problems or whatever, just call in. Or you want to know where to go eat at. That ain't because you had to. That's because
respect.
It's strength in numbers, and we only from one place. Right. You know.
My last question for Nip, man, because I'm riding in the car and I'm like, boy, Nip gonna get in some for this. You said that your mistress is Creole. How do you get away with that?
Man, it's music, man. Oh. I said my wife is a C note. I said this life is a freak though. My wife is a C note, but my mistress is Creole. You know, that was number one. I recorded that before I had a girl for real.
Oh, okay.
I was in a relationship.
That's the disclaimer.
That's a fact though. I ain't just being political. But then again, it's music, man. Like my girl's an actress. If she kissing on camera, what, I'm gonna be mad? Nah, do your thing.
I love the fact you said your girl, so y'all back together, y'all good.
Yeah, we solid. Players up too, man. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's the reason I asked, because she don't play.
Yeah,
she don't run down on you.
She ran down on Charlamagne. You know, Charlamagne went hard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Boogie, man. You know, she know how to defend herself and stand up. You know what I mean? And you know, she from LA. She grew up. A lot of people might think she got a privileged background. She ain't got no privileged background.
They think she's Nunu in real life.
That's what they think. She's from Atlanta.
Yeah, nah, but she come from LA, man, and you know what I mean. She seen Charlamagne and zeroed in, but I told her from jump though. I'm like, you gonna meet Charlamagne and like Charlamagne, respect Charlamagne. You know what I mean? Charlamagne known for being honest and you know what I mean, ruffling feathers, but I know his stance, and I'm like, y'all got the similar mentality in terms of like what's right, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, she got a lot of love and respect for you.
Well, we appreciate you joining us.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. Victory lap. Yeah.
And it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to these rumors.
Yeah, but rest in peace to the good brother Nipsey Hussle.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
I can't believe you bum ass niggas took Nipsey out, man.
Yeah, and Angela Yee is out, so we're holding down the rumors. Let's talk about Diddy.
It's time. She's spilling the tea. This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Now, shout to Diddy. If you see Diddy out there, give Diddy a hug. Diddy posted a picture of his ex, Kim Porter, and he posted a picture. He basically said he remembers her flying to see him for a video shoot, just talked about their love, how much he loved her, and people started leaving comments.
I'm tired of seeing Diddy go back and forth with these people because Diddy don't owe nobody no explanation as to why he did certain things in his life the way he did them.
So one of the comments was, you had all this love for her secretly, but yet dated other women when she was living.
Oh, God. Shut up.
So Diddy respond, and then the lady was like, why didn't you marry her? Diddy responded, I was scared. Then somebody else said, and you never have married her. Why? Yes, I said it. You fake my opinion. Diddy responded, never fake. I wasn't ready, and that's that. I'm ready now, but it's too late. Too late. Don't be like me.
Does Diddy understand that none of these people really care? They just are happy to be getting a response from Diddy?
Then somebody said, definitely should have made her wifey. Diddy responded, facts.
Diddy, they only leaving those kind of comments because you're responding to people leaving those kind of comments.
And then somebody says, but you ended up messing with J-Lo at that time. Diddy said, yes, I did.
So what?
Diddy responded to everybody, man.
Man, listen, man. God bless everybody. Y'all wilding for no reason. Leave people the hell alone. Let people grieve the way that they want to grieve.
Alone, man. And shout out to Diddy. All right. Now, Lil Wayne, he reportedly paid up the IRS $14 million.
This hurt my heart this weekend.
He was accused of missing $7 million tax payment in 2011 and another $6 million payment in 2012. So that's a total of $14 million.
This is another thing that hurt my heart this weekend. The reason this hurt my heart is, number one, it was so bittersweet because I felt good that the brother was able to pay $14 million in taxes.
Correct.
But how the hell do you end up owing $14 million in taxes? Please, Lord.
But I mean,
I don't
want to say that's a good problem, but that means, you know how much money he had to make to owe $14 million?
Yes, but it's not a good problem. Okay, anytime you got to owe the IRS that any amount of money is not a good problem. But $14 million? Come on, man.
Now, there was rumors all weekend long that Jay-Z paid part of that, or paid some of that. So I have no idea. I'm not sure, but I seen those going around. But I mean, $14 million is a lot of bread. And if you think about it, that was at the time, allegedly, where he wasn't getting his money from Birdman, and he probably, all the money that he made, he had bills, he had expenses, he has kids, that he was probably just paying all his bills until he got his money. So he got his money, and I
don't know what the reason is to owe $14 million. All I know is that story hurt me this weekend.
I definitely called my accountant. I was like, are we good, man?
Man, that's all you want to know sometimes.
I just said, are we good?
All right.
And he said, yeah, we good. So I'm good. All right. Now, and lastly, Tekashi's ex-manager, Shotty. Do we have audio? No, we don't have audio of this, right? It looks like he pleaded guilty. I guess he took a guilty plea, and he's going to possibly serve up to 15 years in prison. All right, he is saying that Tekashi broke every code and every rule out this mother effer. He said he's an ungrateful rat bastard, and that's pretty much it.
Well, that's the streets. That's what happens in the streets when you live that kind of lifestyle. You know, you're going to end up one or two places. Jail or dead.
Jail or dead.
So, you know, he's in jail. Hopefully he makes it through his 15 years and he comes home a better and changed man. You know, because it could be a lot worse. He could be dead.
That is true.
You know?
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, Charlamagne.
Today sucks. I just want you to know that. Today sucks.
Nasty day.
The fact that Nipsey Hussle is dead is horrible. Like, this really is a terrible way to start the month off. And every month is something new. Well, you know what I'm saying? You start off in January, it's something everybody can laugh at, like Soulja Boy. Then February is Jussie Smollett. Then last month is R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. Now, what did this month bring? Something that none of us want. This sucks.
Yeah.
Today's a horrible Monday. Just want y'all to know that. I'm not in the mood for nothing, to be honest with you.
Well, you got to get your donkey to somebody, bro.
Yes, I do. So I guess we can turn this into a teachable moment in some way, shape, or form. We need our guy, Omari Hardwick, to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a word with him. Maybe we can have a conversation about etiquette when it comes to, women and other men's women.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Both.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. All right. Donkey of the Day is up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Yeah. The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Monday, April 1st goes to my guy, Omari Hardwick, Ghost from Power. That's our guy, okay? Mm-hmm. But Donkey of the Day does not discriminate, and this is a very teachable moment. What we need to teach today is the proper procedure for greeting another man's woman. Now, I don't care if that woman is your friend or a complete stranger. I don't care if that woman's man is your friend or a complete stranger. It's just certain things you don't do when you greet somebody else, a significant other, or, women in general. Now, I have to explain this to you because unless you are watching us on Revolt, you can't see the video. individual. I'm sure you saw this online, but the 2019 NAACP Image Awards was this past Saturday, and Sir Carter from Brooklyn and Your Highness from Houston, commonly known as Jay-Z and Beyonce, were in attendance, and everyone came to pay their royal respects. Now, I have had the pleasure and privilege of meeting Beyonce a couple times in my life, and both times I greeted her, I looked her in her eyes, I shook her hand, I said, hello. Peace, Queen, how are you? Introduce her to my wife. She shakes my wife's hand. You keep it moving. Why? Well, one, because to me, that's the respectful thing to do. I used to be an extreme hugger. Still am. But nowadays, if I don't know you like that, nope. Okay, I don't want to violate anyone or make them feel like they have to hug you because you went for it. I don't know Beyonce like that, so I would never. All right? I don't know what her greeting is. She's from the South, so she could be one of those women when you reach for her hand, she says, no, I'm a hugger. If that's the case, cool. You give her a hug because she told you to. Light little squeeze, keep it moving. Now, I highly doubt Beyonce moves like that with 95%. No, I'm going to say 97% of the people she encounters. You can't just hug Beyonce. You shouldn't just hug Beyonce. You shouldn't just hug any woman you don't know like that, especially when she's with her man. Show some respect. Okay, I don't do that to any of my homegirls. I don't do that to anybody's girl. The most I would do is give my homegirl a hug if she's with her man, and it won't be no long, tight embrace. Something quick and to the point. But Amari Hardwick doesn't abide by those rules because, as you can see if you're watching Revolt, Amari hugged Beyonce, and he kissed her on the cheek. Then seconds later, he kissed her on the cheek again. Now, this could just be me. But I felt like I saw Beyonce looking like, homie, you're doing too much. But even if Beyonce was perfectly okay with it, my brothers, no. All right, that is not proper etiquette when greeting someone else's woman. It doesn't have anything to do with her man being insecure. It's no twisted definition of toxic masculinity. You shouldn't do that simply out of respect for that woman's boundaries and respect for her man. Amari got a wife. I would love for someone to show Amari that video and ask him how he would feel if someone did that to his wife. Envy, what if a man did that to your wife?
If I was there like that,
yes.
I mean, we'd have some problem. We have some furniture moving.
He did. I ain't gonna say all that.
Yeah, it'd be some furniture moving.
He did a little too much.
A little too much, yeah.
I mean, a guy's grabbed your ass in front of your wife, so that was a little bit too much too. So I just want to put that out there.
He didn't grab my ass.
She didn't see it though.
He didn't grab my ass. He smacked my ass and said, "Good job." There's a difference.
Oh,
it's like when you play basketball. Like,
no,
it was,
I don't. Okay,
all right, forget it.
But I think Amari got caught up. All right, I think Amari got so excited to see Beyonce, like a lot of people do, that he lost his cool. But the reason this is a teachable moment is because we as men have to learn our boundaries. You should not feel entitled to kiss any woman once or twice, without her permission. I was reading an article in New York Magazine by a woman named Lucy Flores, I think you pronounce it. She was a nominee for lieutenant governor in Nevada back in 2014, and she told a story about former Vice President Joe Biden coming up behind her, putting two hands on her shoulders, leaning into her, and kissing her on the back of her head. Now, Joe Biden says never did he believe he acted inappropriately. If it is suggested he did so, he will listen respectfully. He also said that America has arrived at an important time when women feel they can and should relate their experience, should be able to explain their experiences, and men should pay attention. And Joe Biden says he will. He is absolutely right. And I hope Omari is not watching all this backlash and feeling defensive, because I'm sure his intentions weren't disrespectful. But that doesn't mean it wasn't disrespectful. Intention is one thing, but impact is another. And Omari, when women are telling you that you did something inappropriate, like so many of them are telling you online right now, we need to just shut the hell up and listen. And fellas, we need to learn from the mistakes of others. Please give Omari Hardwick the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. Ooh, you are the donkey of the day.
Now feel free to tell me if I'm reaching a little bit, or people online are reaching a little bit. Because I just feel like that was improper etiquette to do.
It was improper etiquette. I don't think he
meant to kiss her.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to kiss her that close to her lips. But I do think he was doing too much. But it could have been a lot of anything. It could have been, they were at the NAACP Awards. Maybe he had a little too much to drink.
Jesus Christ, you just gonna say the man was drunk all of his goddamn.
Maybe he was, because that's not something you do. Maybe he was nervous. He was kind of shocked because he was Beyonce. He's excited. Exactly. He was a little, starstruck.
That's all it was.
Could have been that.
That's what I think it was.
It could have been a bunch of that, because he held it a little too tight. Like, see,
held it a little too tight. Yes, he did.
See, that just tells me
maybe just me.
Maybe it was a little too tipsy.
I thought it was just me.
You don't do that to a normal person. You just ain't you ain't just go. You were like, all right.
And
keep
once
moving.
again, where is Julius? Whenever we see Beyonce getting attacked, whether it's by
He
a
wasn't
fan.
attacked. That's not attacked. That's not attacked.
Whether it's by a fan, and I'm talking about the actual the fan. Remember the fan?
Oh, when the fan attacked? Yeah,
where is Julius in these situations?
I don't know, but he didn't get attacked there. But let's open up the phone lines, all right? 800-585-1051. What's proper etiquette when talking to someone's girl or wife?
That's right. Think about it. You killed Silver for the same type of stuff, Ghost.
I'm with you. I like a good handshake. I look you in your eye.
Handshake.
And then every once in a while, somebody else say, hey, we don't do handshakes, we do hugs. And then you just give them a quick little hug. Oh, keep it moving.
Let me count how long this hug was. Hold on
count
a
it.
second.
Can Revolt play it one more time?
Let me count. Let me see.
All right, there it goes. He takes a picture with Hov.
No, let me count.
All right, then he goes, kiss, 1, 2, 3. That's too many.
4,
That's too
5,
many.
6.
He didn't go that far.
Wow.
He didn't go that far. It was about 4 and a half.
No, it was a 6-second hug and 2 kisses.
See? Yeah,
wow.
That's too far. 800-585-1051. What's proper etiquette when talking to someone's wife or girl?
Or just women in general.
He lucky he didn't get pepper sprayed.
Where was Tata? Where was Tata?
Where was Tata? I don't know. Call us up right now. It's
Tata,
the Breakfast
you ain't
Club.
pepper spray somebody in a minute, man. That's why stuff like this is happening.
It's the Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave Omari Hardwick Donkey of the Day.
Yes, man. And salute to 50 Cent. 50 Cent is listening to the Breakfast Club right now, man. 50, get your man, all right?
Oh, man.
Somebody passed the scrap the Hove, okay? God damn it. I can't believe what I just witnessed. But I gave Omari Donkey of the Day because I just feel like he violated. You know what I'm saying?
He
like
did
he gave Beyonce a 6-second hug.
But
and 2 kisses.
But this is what I was thinking. Right? They are pretty cool. They've been in movies with each other before, so maybe they are cool.
What movie
and
was
knowledgeable.
Omari and Beyonce in
Wasn't
together?
in that movie together where she was a...
No, because we would remember. First of all, Beyonce ain't been in that many movies for us not to remember.
All right.
I just feel like he violated them. And listen, it's not even about Beyonce being somebody's woman.
Right.
As a man, if you don't know a woman like that, you shouldn't hug her, and you damn sure shouldn't kiss her twice in the face. Not in this era.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, it was there got to be like a 2-second rule or something, or 1 second rule. He was holding her for 4 seconds, then he double kissed her. Now he got a little.
Have you ever met Beyonce?
Yes.
What did you? How did you greet Beyonce?
I kissed Beyonce on the cheek.
Wow.
That was before Hov, though. That was way before Hov.
I don't want to hear that.
That was a long time ago.
Tata, send me the pepper spray. I'm a pepper spray before you. Don't even worry about it, Tata.
That was a long time ago. She came to the radio and she gave me a hug and a kiss. It was like,
this had to be a long time ago. Beyonce was doing radio.
It was a long time ago. This was when I was on the other station.
This had to be when Beyonce was doing Destiny's Child.
Nah, this was maybe her first solo album.
Beyonce ain't did radio in 20 years.
It was about 20 years ago, probably.
Beyonce probably ain't walked into a radio station in at least 18 years.
Let me see. That had to be about 15
Beyonce has
years
not
ago.
walked into a radio station in the 2000s.
Had to be about 15, 16 years ago. Her and her mom walked in the radio station.
I don't believe you.
As a matter of fact, I was in the hall. It was WBLS.
She must have been there for some charity. She was not there for she was not there for no interview or nothing like that.
All right, and then
you'd be hard pressed to find a Beyonce radio interview.
It was during that time. She was actually there doing some reads or some drops or something like that.
I've met Beyonce twice. Both times I've shook in her hand. That's it.
And then I met her in the club a couple of times.
I wouldn't even think of doing anything else.
And then when she was with Jay, I met her in the club a couple of times, and I just shook hands. Hey, good to see you, and kept it moving.
That's it. And that's the way it should be. I don't know what the hell made Omari think that he could hug Beyonce for 6 seconds and kiss her twice on the cheek. You must think Jay-Z is Silver.
Hello?
Yeah, how you doing, man? It's Nick.
What's up, bro? Now we're talking Omari Hardwick, right?
About this, yeah.
What's the proper etiquette when talking to someone's wife, man?
I personally believe you should just shake her hand.
That's it.
I don't think it should be. If she reaching for a hug, that's different. But you hugging her and kissing her on the cheek twice, that's ridiculous.
That's what I said. If she says, "Yo, I'm a hugger," and you leaning for a quick hug, cool. But going in for the hug yourself with the 2 kisses?
His 2 cents, man. Stop being scared, man. Man. You from Brooklyn? That's how you acting? My bad.
Who you talking to, man?
Now my coworker, man, he wanted to put in his 2 cents, but he's scared to get on the phone.
Oh, I was like, I'm from Queens. Charlamagne from South Carolina. Hello, who's this?
Yes, this is Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, what's proper etiquette when talking to someone's wife?
Envy, first of all.
Uh-oh.
You're very insecure. Yeah, you have insecurities. Why are you going to move furniture? And Charlamagne, you're actually reaching because he's embracing a queen. You guys are taking it and blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah, you ain't got to embrace the queen twice.
Media.
And yes, I am insecure. I admit it. That's part of my whole thing of admitting.
Yes.
I don't think it got anything to do with insecurities. I think it got to do with respecting women's boundaries.
No, it is. It is just insecurity because he's embracing a queen. We don't know what type of relationship they have. For you to go ahead to say, okay, he's kissing her too close. He's holding her too tight. Stop it.
So you don't think Beyonce looked uncomfortable in no way, shape, or form?
She did look uncomfortable after. Yes, she did. Did you see the video?
No.
I hope every man you meet today hugs you for 6 seconds and kisses you twice on the mouth.
And I don't have a problem with that because guess what?
What?
Anyone that hugs me, I have to know them.
No.
That's not true.
You assuming no.
That's not true.
You guys are blowing it out of proportion, and so is actually social media as well. And you're encouraging it. You guys have to stop.
So you don't think we
have
should
to embrace
So you don't think we should?
envy.
Yes.
You don't think we should?
Envy and Charlamagne, you guys has got to encourage us to love each other. Stop it.
I will. Yes.
I'm gonna encourage us to love each other, but if a group of women tell me that what another man did to a woman is inappropriate, I'm gonna stop and listen. I think that's just common sense.
No, it's not.
All right.
Charlamagne, it's not inappropriate.
Okay. Well, I hope
it's not inappropriate.
I hope it is.
We don't know. Like I state, I have to reiterate. We don't know the relationship that they have. Her man is standing right there. I don't think he would ever disrespect Jay-Z standing right next to him.
You have a boyfriend or husband, ma'am? You have a boyfriend or husband?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm actually married.
Okay, now if a woman came to your husband, kissed him one time on the cheek,
and hugged him for 6 seconds,
embraced him for 6 seconds, and then kissed him again on his lips.
I have no problem because I'm secure with my man.
Oh, you have nothing to do with security. Okay? But I tell you what,
I'm secure within myself.
I hope
you guys gotta stop.
I hope that you get hugged by every man you meet today and kissed twice, and I hope by Friday you got a mean cold sore and the flu.
You just wish herpes on a woman? This guy just wish herpes on a woman. 800-585-1051. What's proper etiquette when talking to someone's wife? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Now, if you just joined us, Charlamagne gave Amari Hardwick Donkey of the Day.
Yes, for violating Beyonce's boundaries. I don't know, man. Maybe this is just me, but I just feel like we as men sometimes we don't realize how we make women feel. And I was just reading this article from the New York Magazine a couple of days ago about Joe Biden and how, he walked up behind this young woman. I think her name was like Lucy Flores.
Yeah, he said he didn't do it though, but go ahead.
Well, no, he didn't say he didn't do it. He said that he didn't feel like what he did was inappropriate.
I thought he said he didn't recall doing it.
Nah, he said he does not believe he acted inappropriately, but he said if it's suggested I did so, he will listen respectfully. Same way I don't think that Amari Hardwick meant to disrespect Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I just think that sometimes we as men, we just do things and, we feel entitled to things and sometimes we overstep our boundaries a lot of it.
Right.
And I think that in this case, this is what Amari Hardwick did.
Now, I said they were in a movie together. They were actually in the Family Feud video with each other, Beyonce, Jay, and Omari. So they might know each other well, and that was, hey, I know you well. But I still think it's a little too much for me.
Just because I put you in a video don't mean that you can hug my wife for 6 seconds and kiss her twice.
It was 4 seconds before. Now it's 6 seconds.
Well, it's worse. You get 2 kisses off in 4 seconds. I was giving you at least 3 seconds a kiss. But if you get 2 off in 4 seconds, you wildin', Ghost.
Well, let's go to the phone. We have Angela on the line. Angela, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Envy.
Good morning. We're asking, what's proper etiquette when talking to someone's wife?
Hands off, period. Hands off, period. I don't think staring, hello, goodbye, like you said, look at them in the eyes and say hello and keep it moving. In the hood, we all know that. That's something words you don't have to say. It's just done out of respect. And I think as far as with the Amari thing, I think that St. Patrick character is really getting to his head. Like, I think some men feel as though they're entitled to treat women this way when they get into a certain position of power in the hood and in the movie business. I'm making a certain amount of money and I'm able to treat women like this, and women put themselves out there. It's clear that Beyonce was kind of, distraught by it. Yeah. You could tell by her.
I wouldn't say distraught. She didn't like it. She was uncomfortable, it looked like.
The women in the Nation of Islam, you can't even shake those sisters' hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to just greet them politely and keep it moving. Like, you can't even shake them sisters' hands, nonetheless hug them and try to kiss them.
Hello, who's this?
What's going on, man? It's Legacy.
Legacy, what's up, bro? We're talking about what's proper etiquette when talking to someone's wife.
Listen, first of all, I want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
Absolutely.
First things first. Yo, Omari, he's bugging, man. No way should he be kissing nobody's wife twice right in front of the dude.
Yeah, that was wild.
What I'm saying? He gave, you said it was 6 seconds? A 6-second hug? That was far enough. Then you go and kiss her twice? Nah, no way, man. No way. Furniture's moving.
See, I'm with you.
I don't think it's a situation to fight over, but I do think it's disrespectful.
You gotta check him.
I think it's disrespectful to do that, even if that's not somebody's wife or somebody's girl. Like, I just feel like you're doing too much with a woman when you're doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The double kiss, and then you kiss my wife close to the lips, man. Come on. Somebody kiss your wife close to the lips. You mean to tell me that furnace is not moving?
I'm with you, bro.
Y'all brothers acting like y'all ain't mad that Amari did a double kiss, but y'all get mad and want to fight when he do a double tap. You know what I'm saying? He do a double tap on one of them pictures and like it, y'all mad. So imagine how y'all feel about a double kiss.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. All right, y'all.
Thank you, bro. So what's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is know your boundaries, man. That's all. Like, simple as that. Know your boundaries. And it does have something to do with Beyonce being somebody's wife, but also just don't be violating women in that way. Don't listen to that young lady who told you it's okay. I'm not taking those chances in 2019.
I'm with you.
Mind your goddamn business. Shake the hand, say hello, keep it moving. Peace, queen.
No, you're absolutely right. All right. Well, when we come back, we got rumors. Of course, Angela Yee is out of town. She's in the Bahamas, but we'll tell you about J. Cole. He's going to be an executive producer of someone's album. I'll tell you about that when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yo.
Let's get to these rumors. Let's talk J. Cole.
Listen up. It's just in. All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's The Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Now, people were surprised when J. Cole brought Young Thug on tour, but now it looks like he will be executive producing Young Thug's new album.
I don't think I'm here for that.
Why not? Young Thug is nice. He gets busy.
Young Thug is super dope, but I don't think he needs J. Cole to executive produce his album. Like, nah.
Why not? It might sound dope. No.
I'm not interested in that.
No.
That don't sound right. J. Cole makes a certain tone of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, and I like J. Cole's music, but it's like when you're riding around when it's not raining, so you turn your windshield wipers on and the windshield wipers are going. Or if you wake up one morning and you feel like you want to do some spring cleaning, you know what I'm saying? You throw some J. Cole on, you know?
That doesn't seem very exciting.
I don't want to hear J. Cole executive produce Young Thug's album. That's my point. He's not exciting enough to produce a Young Thug album.
And who turns on the windshield wipers when it's not raining?
People who listen to J. Cole.
You're an idiot, man. Now, also, YB and Almighty J, he talks about his attack when he was in the city. You know, the young man who he was beat up and robbed. And he actually talks about it.
After the incident happened, I ain't gonna lie, I was laughing about it. I'm like, they got me. I let them get me. They got me. But it's like, what do? We don't do nothing, and we just act weak. And like, all right, you took an L, you got your ass beat. Or I'm like, this is how I get paid. It's my career. I'm about to drop a song with the stitches in my face because everybody want to see him. I knew it was my fault. I didn't have no security.
I don't have a problem with that. That's his life experience. If he wants to share his life experience through music, I don't see the issue.
But he was on Fifth Avenue. He was shopping in one of the richest areas in the U.S.
What that mean?
I wouldn't expect that he needs security there either.
When y'all Negroes gonna learn, you can get it any and everywhere.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I got punched in the back of my head right here in Tribeca.
Well, they know where you work. They were coming to hit. That was a hit.
Man, shut up.
They were coming to get you. That wasn't a mistake. That wasn't like, oh, there's Charlamagne. Oh, let me punch him in the head. They was like, we're coming to punch him in the head.
That is true. They had the cameras rolling and everything.
See that?
You're right. And they put that video out, edited with graphics and everything.
Now, what time you got punched in the head? The first punch in the head or the second punch in the head?
Second punch in the head didn't end well for that young man.
It did not end well for him.
You saw that video.
Yeah, it did.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Did your boy put some squabs in?
Yeah, you did.
Come on now.
Yeah, you two-pieced him.
Okay.
Yeah,
was he bigger than me?
Yeah, he was way bigger.
Okay, come on now.
But then when we went back in there and he popped back up, we thought he had a gun, and
I definitely did.
we got out of Dodge.
I got the hell out of Dodge.
You're damn right.
I put it on him pretty bad. Was he not bleeding?
He was bleeding.
Was he laid out for a while?
He was knocked out. By the time you came up and got me, he was still on the floor.
Just want to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. There's no. Well, where's the video? You got the video?
Nah, the store got the video. I don't have no need to put that out. I didn't want the first video out. I'm not into glorifying that kind of stuff. That's corny to me.
All right. And lastly, we got to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He was murdered over the weekend in L.A. He was in front of his store Marathon. They say somebody walked up to him and shot him a couple of times. It was 3 individuals that were shot. Nipsey Hussle, all 3 were rushed to the hospital, and he died.
R.I.P. to the good brother Nipsey Hussle, man. He's just a great dude, and I know a lot of people like to say things like that when people pass, but no, Nipsey Hussle really was everything that he said he was.
He was a good dude.
He was about higher learning at all times. You know what I'm saying? He was becoming a better version of himself. And, you know, by being a better version of himself, he was becoming a better man for his community, and it showed in all of his actions.
Correct.
So please, also, man, show that man some respect. You know, show his family respect, show his friends respect, and stop saying he was killed by the government or he was killed because of the documentary he was doing on Dr. CB. That's very insensitive to his family and friends because the streets already know who did it. Nipsey got killed for the same reason tens of thousands of brothers get killed every day, and that's for nothing. So some senseless street nonsense. I guarantee you it's going to be somebody from the hood, from that same community.
That he probably knew.
Exactly, because you can't just walk up on Nipsey Hussle, especially in that area, in front of his store. Guarantee you Nipsey knew the guy who did it, and it's about nothing like it usually is, man. So rest in peace to the good brother Nipsey Hussle, man.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely rest in peace. And the last tweet he put out before he was killed was, having strong enemies is a blessing.
Yes.
That was his last tweet.
Best believe, though, the streets already know who did it. So, you know, young man, you can either turn yourself in or get killed in the street. Either way, it's not going to end well for you.
Yeah, they say he ran off on foot. There was a driver waiting for him, and they believe the driver was possibly a female. So, all right, well.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. That's something, I'm be honest with you, they sucked. Yesterday, when I heard that news yesterday, it sucked.
It did.
When I'm coming into work today, it sucked because I feel like there's nothing you can really say about Nipsey Hussle other than rest in peace and that he was a great brother. Absolutely. A great individual who the sky was the limit for that young man.
All right. Well, rest in peace again. We're going to start off the mix with his joint. We played a mini mix earlier today, so we're going to start the mix off with his joint. Now, shout out to Revolt. We'll see you guys later. Everybody else, the People's Choice mix is up next. We're going to start it off with some Nipsey. And don't forget, if you missed the donkey, we're going to get that back on. All right? So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.